This is Saxman News. Well, President Donald Trump announced early Friday that he and his wife Melania had both tested positive for the coronavirus. The diagnosis amounts to the most serious known health threat to a sitting American president in decades. At 74 years old and obese, Trump falls into the highest risk category for serious complications from the disease, which has killed more than 200,000 Americans and more than 1 million people worldwide. His infection with the disease could prove destabilizing in an already fraught political climate, and stock market futures tumbled over 500 points on news of his infection. Trump has canceled all upcoming political rallies and campaign events for at least the next 15 days, the recommended quarantine period by the CDC. And in the state of Ohio, more than 1,500 new coronavirus cases were reported Friday, including 114 new hospitalizations and 13 new deaths. And in Akron, there was a shooting overnight. A 25-year-old man was shot to death, and another man was injured outside the Corner Pocket Bar in Akron. Nelson Beckton, age 40 of Akron, was arrested and charged with murder and felonious assault for his alleged role in the incident. The shooting happened at around 1:33 a.m. at 805 Upton Street. When officers responded, they found a 43-year-old man in critical condition who was transported to Akron Summa Hospital, and another victim, identified as a 25-year-old man, was dead at the scene. Investigators determined there was a fight that happened before the shooting. For Saxman News, I'm David Warner.
So hard to pin the black community against Donald Trump?
It's because the Democratic Party has held the stronghold. That's what the Democrat Party is, a systematic racism party.
We are big Trump supporter, all our family, our friends.
He's really helped a lot of the Spanish and Afro-American people more than ever, and no other president's done that what he's done.
Man, Trump. 2020, it's all the way live. We keeping it 100. You know, we loving it. Love our president. Love what he's doing. Don't believe all this mess you're hearing about the black community. There are a lot of blacks that are standing up for this president because he's the president that bring it home for us.
Why do you think they're working so hard to pin the black community against Donald Trump?
It's because the Democratic Party has held the stronghold. That's what the Democrat Party is, a systematic racism party. It's a systemic party that is a plantation. They don't want us to come off the plantation because if you continue to give us stuff and feed us stuff, we'll never aspire to greatness out of our own. But if you teach us how to use the tools that you give us, then we can be whomever we want to be in life.
I'm a big Trump supporter, and he's doing the right thing for our country, especially with the economy and helping all the people in need. And he's really helped a lot of the Spanish and Afro-American people more than ever, and no other president's done that what he's done.
I've heard a lot that Trump hates Hispanics. He hates black people. You're saying no way. Why do you think people are so dead set on convincing others that he's a racist? But I don't think he is.
He's really not. A lot of people that say he's a racist is because they're all bought in by people like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, and basically they want to get stuff and not even work and do anything and do the type of stuff that they do that is totally wrong, and they shouldn't be doing those things.
What do you think about all these Black Lives Matter riots? I don't call them protests anymore. I call them riots. Do you think they're necessary? Do you think they're misguided? What's going on with them?
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. That party, that group has been hijacked by radicals. And true enough, they may be protesting about the injustice. Okay, but if that's so, let us work that out in the courts. You don't have to tear down people's businesses that they, founded and, worked hard to get to that place. And one person said something the other day that I thought was great. Martin Luther King, although he protested, he never did it at night. And never burned down any buildings, never tried to do it in violence. If they want to do it that way, let's do it the non-violent way. But this is a hostile regime, and they want to do everything to kind of make our president look bad. They want to attach everything to our president, and it's wrong.
We love all colors: red, yellow, green, blue, black.
You said something loose on this world.
Gray, brown, and the Black Lives Matter movement has done nothing to forward one black person, but yet the Trump administration has, and so that's why I support him.
The historical black colleges funding for 10 years, and record low unemployment for blacks and women.
I thought he was a racist and a misogynist out here.
Because that's what mainstream media tells you.
We are big Trump supporter. All our family, our friends. We try to be, straight? For the real, not just hear bad news with the enemies.
And one last thing I want to say, if you really look at all the news channels and all the Spanish news channels and all the newspapers, like 16 or 17 are against Trump, and Trump's by himself, and he'll win.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't matter what the liberal media says anymore. We don't trust them anyway.
No,
Right.
we love what he does.
For behind-the-scenes footage and interactions with some protesters, go to libertyhangout.tv right now. So, is there anything you can think of about President Trump that you're really proud that he's done within the last 4 years?
I really like how real he is. I know a lot of people don't like it because they can find it racist or whatever, but I think he's doing a really good job. And
Do
hopefully,
you think he's racist?
No, not at all.
Can you think of anything racist he has said or done?
No, not at all.
But they love calling him that.
I know. They just try and find anything to make him look bad.
Absolutely.
The thing is that for me anyway, I'm registered independent, but after listening to his State of the Union address about all the things that he accomplished, I was shocked. And then I went to look at the other sources of media, and nobody was disputing it. So I started looking into it, and I'm like, my God, this in 3.5 years, I haven't seen this done in 8. So a lot of people might not, he might rub them the wrong way because maybe he doesn't say things they're used to hearing, if you like him to say, but the guy's doing a job, man. He stands for the American people. He's for us, and he's doing everything he can do on all fronts. I just wish the media would give him a fair shake.
I'm a big fan of capitalism, and I think that's been under attack for some time. I think the silent majority is really starting to come out and show what ideologies we care about.
Which are?
Capitalism, free market, freedom of speech, that's under attack as well, as we've seen in Portland and everywhere else. I think people are sick and tired of the riots.
A little bit.
Yeah.
They might be a little tired, right? I'm pretty sure, what is it at this point, almost $1 trillion in damages?
I don't even want to know. These people are on unemployment, getting taxpayer money.
Grab Taco Bell's Nachos Party Pack. Whenever you're dressing up to stay in, getting some brownie points, or witnessing
and still out here destroying stuff. So if it wasn't enough, they have to eat the taxpayer dollar a little bit more.
They already say they're not going to concede the election no matter what. And with the mail-in balloting, so you can go to a big demonstration, the rioters, but you can't vote in person. Doesn't make any sense to me.
They'll protest in person, voting in person.
Yes.
It just doesn't make any sense.
I'll be voting in person.
Same. Absolutely, yeah. They're not going to steal my vote. You have anything else to say about what's going on in our country or anything going on here?
All lives matter.
Oh, you're not allowed to say that.
Okay, well, Trump 2020.
Go to libertyhangout.tv right now to watch Caitlin Bennett Uncensored. Not only will you get to watch exclusive content from me, but you'll get to say you stood for the truth, you stood against radical leftism, and you stood up for America.